Daily sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Play action. Now it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
93.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Raiders at 9-4 now on the year. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get...
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Raiders' 36-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. Now Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Chiefs 7, Raiders 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays, try and go to those spots, and get your offense moving.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jet sweep. Carr backs it forward. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week. They had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
694.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if your team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. Hard throw, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
35-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
This is fielded at the 27. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Adams the man in motion right. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. He's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. And that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
And some space here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
6-18.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carson up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Berryman. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
That's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one's kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll work this down inside the 30. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead is down to 1 now, 14-13. So the interception set up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Max Crosby. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press in, try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Max Crosby. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together.
And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
Partner, give that coordinator a raise because he's been pedal to the metal all game, sending rushers from all angles at the quarterback. And there, within range of a safety, he really made the right call, and it got him to the ground and picked up 2 points.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in this. He's got a man complete, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Counter play with Jacobs. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 39, Carr. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do something. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. They gave himself options there on the 3rd down play. And were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. Carlson able to put this one through. So now through all time. The safety to the swing. That could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The drive will begin with a run by Rfl Lvr. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Across the formation, Hardman gets the completion. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. The football, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Mahomes now to throw. Touchdown! Travis Kelce with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
Well, they moved up from the 3 to the 2. You would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. The tight end in motion right. From the 27, Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. That was one that they kind of saw coming, Charles. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
And again, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So first and goal, 6 points here will go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Max Crosby in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Well,
this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. From the gun to give to Henderson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Here's Hardman to return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Mahomes.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they have to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing his car.
Flushed it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 10. Adams, the man in motion left. Now Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play, they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't.